Well, hello, my multi-dimensional beautiful humans. I'm RidersDX, and today we're going to talk about the potential for some really big reviews coming up this coming week. And when I say this coming week, I mean as soon as Friday. So at the time recording this video, that's literally a day and a half away. So we could be getting some really big news, as if the release of the open beta wasn't even enough. And so for those of you who might not know, starting on Thursday, the San Diego Comic-Con is going to be going on, but the special thing about San Diego Comic-Con is that they're going to be having a MultiVersus panel over there. And so it's going to be hosted by Corey Jandrew, and the panel includes Tara Strong, Matthew Lillard, the big man Tony himself, and Shaloman Bird. Man, I really hope I didn't mispronounce like any of that, but I would not be surprised if I did. And so there's going to be a panel. It's going to be on Friday at 10:15 to 11:15. I'm assuming this is Pacific time because that's where San Diego is, and so 10:15 is 1:15 p.m. Eastern time where I'm from. And so, alright, it's a cool little panel to promote the game, I guess. MultiVersus did just come out with the early access this week, and so it does make sense to go around promoting the game, and especially seems like a really cool event with some voice actors joining in on it. However, Tony tweeted this out shortly afterwards saying, "Come talk about MultiVersus at San Diego Comic-Con. Some juicy reviews coming." Oh, I think y'all know what this means, right? When Tony says something juicy is coming, I think we can all assume that something juicy is indeed coming. I mean, Tony is the one who is basically the representation of this game at this point, at least from an online standpoint. Tony's the one that's been so engaged with the community, commenting on everyone's comments, commenting on everyone's feedback, and really praising people that are doing some really creative stuff within the community. And so, if Tony says something big is coming, then I think we can assume that something big is going to be coming, something really juicy in particular. And so what could this review be? Well, what I'm thinking is a character review, because that's basically the biggest thing you could have. I really don't think you can really top that at this point unless it was like a story mode, but I kind of doubt that they're going to like throw in a story mode this early on in the game. I think they would want to like get people used to the gameplay mechanics and, you know, roll out some characters before trying to tack on like a full-blown story mode. And so I think a character review is very much in line at this point, because the only new character we have at the MultiVersus beta is the Iron Giant, which we knew about since the closed alpha. And so we're definitely due for a character review at this point, and San Diego Comic-Con with all these like voice actors seems like a great time to review a brand new character. And so who is this character going to be, you might ask? Well, the answer is actually very obvious if you've been keeping up to date with MultiVersus leaks and such. And so I could go over here and just kind of tell you all what the leak says and why it's pretty much certain that this character is going to make it in, but I'm not going to. And the reason that I'm not going to is because I've seen some leakers like put this information out there and even include some renders and even gameplay footage of this character who's basically finished at this point. They're inside the game's files. I think they're just waiting to be actually released by the developers within the open beta. However, a lot of these accounts are getting suspended / banned from like social media platforms, and you know, I like my YouTube channel. I really don't want to get under Warner Brothers' skin, so I'm not going to do that. I think I'm just going to be like, if you want to find out who that actually is, then I'll leave a link to a Discord server in the description box below that contains like all this leaked information, all these assets you can take a look at. I mean, it's pretty obvious who it is at this point. If you've been following like MultiVersus news and leaks and such, this character has been basically rumored since the very beginning of the game's like speculation. Like before the game was even announced, this character was listed as a playable character. But basically this character is completely finished within the files at this point. You can pull out like their gameplay model, you can pull out their renders, you can pull out their taunts and stuff. This character is literally in the game, finished and ready to go. They're just kind of like hidden behind all the gloss that is MultiVersus at the moment. And so yeah, if you want to find out who that is, then check out the description box below in the Discord server. Now nonetheless, Tony did say reviews, so there could be like multiple characters coming, so I mean, I don't know. It won't be too long before we find out. So keep an eye on Friday. Wait until maybe the San Diego Comic-Con thing will be streamed. I'm not really sure if that's a thing or not, but if it is, then definitely keep an eye out for it. And yeah, we could be getting some really cool news this Friday. It would be cool if they launched something new with the launch of the open beta next week. I think that would just be a really great way to kind of, you know, help the people that get into the game during like the actual open beta date have a little something that we didn't get as an early access player. So yeah, let me know what you think is going to to be the big reveal in the comment section below. Do you think it's going to be a character? Do you think it's going to be staged? Let me know why not, and let me know what you want to see in MultiVersus in the future. You know, I just thought about this the other day. I would love to see Ralph from Ed, Edd n Eddy get into this game, you know? If y'all don't know who Ralph is, he's basically like this foreigner that lived in the cul-de-sac in Ed, Edd n Eddy, and he literally is one of the toughest characters in the show. Like literally one of the toughest characters, and he has like an Ultra Instinct moment himself within the show in one of the episodes, and so you cannot go wrong with the son, the shepherd. I mean, I would really hope to see the Ed boys get in there before Ralph, but if Ralph gets in there for whatever reason, I won't be that upset because he's such an epic choice, and I really think he could go head to head with Shaggy. So we'll just have to kind of wait and see. But yeah, thank you all so much. I hope you all enjoying the game. I'm sure I'm having a blast with it. Stay up to date with my live streams if you want to like play some matches with me, and just yeah, thank you all so much. This is Riders, riding out.